Simply can't deny it, that I feel adventure calling out to me. Yeah, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for And I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be free, meant to be free. Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Oh, wake up heart and wake up mind, and see the world is yours to find. And with every passing day there's more, calling you out to explore. Get up and go. There is joy found in the race, and I feel it in the place where I'm free. And I simply can't deny it, that I feel adventure calling out to me. Yeah, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 living free, and I was meant to be. I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be free, meant to be free. Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride, and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind, and let the challenge draw me in. 'Cause hello world, wake me up to
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It is fantastic to have you all joining us on this corporate call. In the chat function, if you're not sure how to use Zoom, go into the chat function, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop, and just let me know where you're dialing in from. If I haven't yet introduced myself, my name is Bruce Hughes. I'm a corporate trainer for GS Partners, and I get to host these corporate calls. So just let me know which town, city you're dialing in from, and let us know what the time is. We'd love to know who's joining us in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. I can see South Africa, I can see Dublin, Sweden, Canada's on the line. We've got the USA, Uruguay, California, London again, Nashville, Geneva, Switzerland, Maryland, Malta. Welcome to the call. Houston, Texas, Mississippi, California, New Mexico, Portugal, Ireland. Fantastic to see so many people all over the world. I can see 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 10 p.m. One or two people have put in at 2 a.m. I'm not sure where that is, but I can see loads and loads of people. We've got over 600 people on this call and climbing. The numbers are just getting absolutely ridiculous, and that is a good thing. Before we go into the call, and whilst you're letting us know where you're dialing in from, I do want to throw out a big thank you to our translator team. If you're listening to this call right now and you can hear it in Spanish or in Portuguese or in your home language, that's because somebody in our global community put up their hand and said, I will volunteer my time in order to translate this to my community. This is a gift from a volunteer. And if you're not hearing your language, I'd love to encourage you to maybe put up your hand and say, I want to take hold of growing the Swedish community or the French community. And by offering your services, you can do that. That's just fantastic. So to all our translators, as always, thank you, thank you, thank you. We know that this is not a professional job, and we're definitely not going to rate you based on, the correctness. We're going to rate you based on your heart and the generosity that you give to our community. So for everybody on the call, if you can just do, whether it's a clapping emoji, so the plus, let the translator team, the volunteer team know how grateful you are for what they're doing for our global community. Translators, have a look, plus coming through. Some people have found the hearts emoji. I don't know how that works, but well done and thank you. Right, so we've got quite a bit of information to get through tonight, and it is a hugely exciting call. We're going to hear from Dirk Zellman in a moment. We're going to have a look at some incentives, bonuses, some really cool global roadshow information that we're going to share with you. We're going to walk through some platform that maybe you haven't seen yet, and it should really excite you because I'm sure many of you have been waiting. I'm not going to give it away. We're going to hear from Alex Kochendow, our CTO, on what our development and technical team have been up to in the background. And then, of course, we're going to hear from our chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Haidt, today on the vision, the goal, the roadmap. Isn't it great that we can come together every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks, and keep abreast, keep afloat of the information that is coming through this project and platform? There are some projects that just don't communicate. They put out a piece of paper and they say, we'll do it, and no one hears from them again. So this is hugely, hugely exciting. So having said that, let's dive into today's agenda. These calls always last about 60 minutes. I'm going to ask for your patience if we go to 65 minutes, but that's because there's a lot to fit in. So without much further ado, I want to introduce you to Dirk Zellman. He really comes from a strong marketing background. He understands the blockchain industry, has massive global connections into leaders who are connected to massive communities. And this man has been busy, and he's in his first month of a newborn. So you need to understand, he's not sleeping. He's smashing absolute records when it comes to connecting. Dirk, tell us what you've been up to. We're so excited to hear some news.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. And I see a lot of people dialed in for today's call. I'm very happy about that because we have a lot of news. And thanks, Bruce, for the introduction. As always, perfect. As you can see, I'm already at night. So we are in Germany here right now, and we already have it 8 p.m. CT. So for what Bruce said, I want to give you a little bit of an introduction. First of all, of course, my son was born 3 weeks ago. My wife has sleepless nights. I'm sleeping. So that is an ongoing joke. But it's a little bit of truth in there. Bruce knows what I mean. So the thing is, in between, there had so many things happen. When we started to work together, this is now already, nearly 1 year ago. And there, I showed you at the beginning of this year, I promised you that we will make your business influential. We will give you momentum phases, and we will make it easy for you. And with all the team that we have on Geos Partners, with all the influencers from the team, from the council members, from Bruce, from Alex, the programming team, our chairman, every one of that, we focused on one thing: giving you a duplicatable, easy business. And what we have today, you can see it with all our trainings. Bruce, by the way, wonderful trainings that you are doing. So massive, massive applause for you. You can see that we need 3 steps. As I told you, 3 clicks to happiness. We have that. So we have that right now, that you can show, first of all, a person what we are doing. It's very easy and simple to see what we are doing. The certificates are easy to explain. There are 3 things you need to talk about, and that's it. Everyone can understand. I make that in calls every day as well. So I explain our product, and it's really, really easy. 3 clicks, you are onboarded, and you have already a product from us. So that is very easy to understand and very beneficial. We have the partnership with BD Swiss, where we have the MetaFi product out there. So even people that are in countries that have no access to BD Swiss, it's the 3rd largest Forex trading platform company in the world right now, the 3rd largest. So even there are some countries that don't have access to BD Swiss, they can use us as access to BD Swiss. So we have an overall coverage where people can get through our metaverse certificates into this kind of wonderful product. And on top to that, we have a product that even BD Swiss customers do not have. So we have a wonderful bonus product with our certificates where people see exactly and simple, this is what I turn into and this is what I get. This is easy to understand. So we have the whole competence, the knowledge of decades, the billions and trillions of dollars that are traded by BD Swiss, and they bring in the knowledge and all their experience and all their licenses, everything like that, exclusively to our product. So meaning we have a wonderful product. And what are people searching for in our industry? I'm doing this industry, network marketing. There was no internet at that time. I'm doing this now in my 30th year. So I'm already in the anniversary mode, the 30th year of network marketing that I'm in. And that meaning I always searched for something that is beneficial for everyone and duplicatable because it's easy for everyone to understand and to talk about. And this is exactly what we have right now. And thank you, Alex, for your team, for all that you bring in from the technology side. We have a very, very powerful metaverse company already, because I always get questions, why should people be with us instead of BD Swiss? I said, look, it's very easy. You have a certificate, a metaverse certificate that you don't get there. You have a fully loaded, when you're fully loaded, you have a weekly benefit out of that. You don't have that there. You have here an easy access with 3 clicks. You are in the system with the certificate, and you have on top to that, and Alex, sorry for that. And Alex will speak about that later. Sorry, I need a water. You have also one of the best performing metaverse already in there, citizenships, countries. We have Meta Estate in there. We have everything is already built. You can use the certificate for all our environment, for all the things that you want to explore with us. So not only we have the easy benefits, we also then have the turning back into our metaverse company, which brings you another big benefit. So the people can join easily with a duplication. They can talk about it. They can use the business opportunity that we give them, which is phenomenal, and turn it into income with no time. Just be simple in 3 clicks to happiness, and then you have everyone joining. And I never had a call where people said, no, I don't want to join. I don't understand it, or it's not beneficial enough. We have one message out there. Our product is so compatible, so easy to understand, with backing up such big partners like BD Swiss to get rid of all the scams out there. Why? The scamming companies out there, they last for 1 or 2 years. Then they have to pay back the money, and they don't manage that because they pay commissions on investments, or they pay 90% commissions or whatever. Everyone knows, everyone knows it cannot happen, because when I give you $1,000 and you pay out $90 out of it, $900 out of it to commission, there are $100 left. How can I make out of $100 10,000? It's not possible. So that definitely is a scam, but people are greedy. People think, yeah, there might be a chance that people that will happen, and never happened. But when you recommend these kind of things, you know that the money, the investment, or all the hard work money is gone down the drain from the people that you recommend it to. Because you get commission. But sorry, you want to get commission? Then think about one thing. Here, you get commission out of the profit that the customer has. Not one time. You get it every single month. What is better? One-time commission and you end up maybe in jail, or you maybe end up with someone that is really mad at you because you lost his money. That's what they think. Or you end up with having monthly returns on a recommendation that is ongoing forever, because the people have a benefit. They take money out of that. They have a benefit out of our products. And that, for me, is the most important thing. I run a business for the next 10, 15 years and making money every month because people are happy. People have their money. They can withdraw. They have benefits. And on top of that, they say, okay, I have enough money now. I compound and get more out of it. This is what we want, guys. This is a scam killer. We have a compatible product. We want to bring out the easy and duplicatable business, and now we have it there. And therefore, so many people are contacting us right now saying, we had a second look at your company, and now we might want to join. Can you get us in? Yes, of course, everyone can get in. They can talk to you, all the council members, all the leaders, and we have crazy calls. We have crazy calls all over the world. So therefore, we're doing the roadshow. that people see that we create momentum right now. So many people joining, so many people now see how easy it is with us, how easy our products are. And now it's time that we show them on the stage how it's really working. Therefore, we create momentum with the roadshow. So we're going to South America first. Then we go to North America. Then we go to South Africa. We go to Korea, Japan, and Malaysia as well. So we're going to all continents to make it happen. Bruce already has the first step of our roadshow. So we have Colombia, we have United States, United Kingdom, we have South Africa. And on top to that, at the end of this, there's coming Korea, Japan, and Malaysia. So we have the Europeans, we have the US market, we have the South American market, we have Asia, and we have, of course, Africa. That makes us a global player. And a global player is never stopping. We just now started. Of course, Sweden. We make everything happen. Now we have big teams coming in. We have already joining a lot of members per day right now. Big teams coming in. And that is one reason, because we are interested. Now people see that we have the opportunity to be there the next 10, 15 years because they saw our performance already. They saw the big names that we are working with, the meta stars also. And they know now, wow, it's easy, simple, and people have a win-win-win situation. And this is what we want. 3 clicks to happiness. Win, win, win. This is what we want. Your people win, you win, the company wins, everyone wins. That is possible, but only in that constellation. No one else in network marketing can get this product from BD Swiss or as a tech provider, because in regular amounts, a broker would lose money because they go 50% split on a profit. Here, they go down extremely because on the profit, we want to pay the commission. So therefore, it's important that you are happy with the commission. The person is happy because he's receiving his money, and we are happy because we're still doing a little bit of margin. And that is a wonderful constellation that will never happen. So this is one thing. The next thing, we also acquired in the digital space a lot of new companies. Our chairman will tell you later a little bit more about that. Now we are, with the new acquisition that we did, now we are extremely, we have a high potential also in the banking and processing. Why? Because now we are not only our own bank, as you already know, now we have an international acquirer and international processor. So we are turning into a complete banking-less environment. So no banks with us anymore. So meaning we are playing our own games right now, our own bank right now. We are our meta bank right now. That is what we create right now. And on top to that, we made yesterday a major acquisition. You will see next week in the announcement, but I can tell you this holding structure that we have right now, this already so powerful from different angles: digital bank, processing, cryptocurrency, metaverse, MetaFi product, which is one of the best. And on top to that, we have in our industry one of the biggest company with us in our holding structure. And that is only possible because people believe in us. People believe in us that we turn things around to something good. And therefore, we could acquire also this company, but we will talk about that later. I can tell you so many things happen. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because it all comes together. It all comes together to something that is, I'm not talking about the billion-dollar company. We are already a billion-dollar company. We are already, when you put all the assets together that we already have right now, we are already way beyond billion-dollar company. I'm not talking about that anymore. But I'm talking about a giant in this industry. And I can tell you, everyone who has to do with us, from a small customer, a client, from a distributor, up to a company that is now in our holding structure, has one big benefit. we turn it around to something really good, 100 times better than it was before. So we make it happen with win, win, and win. This is what we do for everyone that has to do with us. This is my promise. Thank you for that. It's so excited. I'm excited to see you on the roadshow or on the calls with me on Wednesday. Tomorrow, there's no call with me, but next week, again, there's another call with me, leadership call with me. Be director and above, and you're directly connected with me. So thank you for that. Be excited. I can tell you the next big steps are happening. You will see that this industry will talk about us right now. A lot of big times. I had my call phone blowing up today. Thousands of people called me. What happened? So we are from here, that we were under the radar. Now we are here. Everyone, we are the radar now. We are the radar. Thank you for that, and see you soon on the next call.
Dirk, thank you so much for that. I absolutely love your energy. Guys, can you feel the excitement of what Dirk knows that he's dying to give you, but he's holding back because he's letting Mr. Height bring some of that news to you? I can tell you, I've been trying to get Dirk on a phone call all day. It's been impossible. This man is back to back at the moment. Dirk, thank you for all you do. Super exciting news, and I can't wait to go and put this into some of our newsletters over the next few weeks. So thank you for all that you do. Right, we're going to do a little bit of admin before we go across to our next speaker. And so I just want to share some information with you. You can take screenshots of this, maybe note it down in your notebooks. I'm from an ex-teaching background. Everything I do goes into my notebook over here. Really want to encourage you to get into the habit of taking notes. It's probably going to stick more in your heads when you do that. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And the first thing I want to touch on is that global roadshow that Dirk has just spoken about. Now, these roadshows are being hosted by local teams inside of these different cities. This is not a corporate event. This is not GS Partners saying we're coming to you and we're putting out the full spread. These are local teams with leadership in place who've invited us into their cities. And so we've allocated the next 7 months to getting all the way around the world. Now, on this particular banner, you're seeing 2022 Q4. You're not seeing Q1 of 2023 yet. So you're only seeing half the globe right now. We'll be posting the other countries and territories that we'll be visiting in January, February, March, April of next year as well. I want you to know that this will be posted out in our newsletters, into our Telegram channels, and into our news section, so that you can find the contact person, the links to getting your ticket. We have over 1,100 people on this call right now. We're looking to explode this community and have guests inside of these venues. So please, 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 don't see this as a come along on your own, by yourself, alone to learn. That's not the focus of the roadshow. The roadshow is come with a friend, come with a family, come with a potential business partner. We're wanting to explode the market. That's the focus. So watch this space as we share more information on our world tour. The second bit of admin that I want to do with you is share an incentive that is going to run from now, 20th of September, until the 30th of September, 23 hours, 59 minutes into the 30th of September. So let me share my screen with you. This should really excite some of you who've been exploding your businesses and making sales. Right now, if you refer, in other words, if you register and sell 3 new certificates to 3 new people between the 20th of September and the 30th of September, you will receive, as the seller, as the marketer, as the partner, you will receive a matching of the highest of those 3 certificates. The persons or the people's purchasing will also receive a Lydian Lion value matching their highest purchase. So if someone's gone and purchased a $5,000 certificate, they're going to get 5,000 Lydian Lions that they can use inside of Lydian World. And I'll tell you right now, they want to use it on citizenships. We're going to be chatting to Alex Coachendow just now. He's going to be sharing some numbers that you probably want to be paying attention to on citizenships, because scarcity is becoming a very real currency inside of that metaverse. That's the second bit of admin that I want to share with you. The third bit of admin, which I want you just to note down right now, is that on the 1st of November, we would have finished our first quarterly cycle on the Olympus Series certificate. And because we finished our first quarterly cycle of the Olympus Series certificate, the bonus that you've been receiving, that the purchasers have been receiving, is now going to be reduced by a full 1/3. For the next 90 days, so from the 1st of November for another 90 days, anyone purchasing is getting 1/3 less bonus. That's right. We've had an incredible opportunity to maximize that full bonus, but like every bonus, it's starting to be reduced. So if you've got someone who's sitting on the fence or has been maybe buying time before making a purchasing decision, please let them know that the bonus is sitting at maximum right now. And from the 1st of November, that bonus will be reducing by a full 1/3. Take note of that. You want to definitely use that to your advantage. Right, that is the admin done. We're going to go across to Mr. Coachendow in a moment. But before we do, I want to share with you what he and his coding team have been up to in preparing us for the maturing and evolution of our ecosystem. So we're going to go have a look at our Olympus Series Meta certificates. We're not going to be looking at the reward section. We're going to be looking at the Meta broker section. We're going to go and look at our Planet Series certificates. We're not looking at the weekly reward section. We're going to go and look at the quarterly Meta broker section. So have a look at this. I'm going to share with you directly from my mobile device. Isn't it amazing that we can build businesses globally inside of this environment, and we can use our smartphones to do it? Let's have a look at what Mr. Coachendow and the team have been up to. Take a look at this. This is what our accounts are going to look like. This is where our trading activity will happen. And this is where we will be able to track our portfolios of both the Planet Series and the Olympus Series. So let's go have a look at what the Planet Series have been up to. In the chat function, type the name of a Planet Series certificate that you have purchased. Type it right now. Maybe you've got a whole lot. Maybe type in your highest if you want to do that. But let me know, for those of you who've been around for the last almost 5-6 months, if you have a Planet Series certificate. Now, this is what the portfolio will look like. It'll be really easy to track the different certificates you have. And I want to just highlight something for you. I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger here if I can. My screen does not like my fat fingers. So I'm going to ask you just to lean in. Let's have a look at the Earth certificate currently on your screen. And I want you to pay attention to the number that says 24.2%. Now, let me tell you what's been happening. For those of you who had minimum loaded your Planet certificates, in other words, you had met the 1/3 load criteria, okay, specific to the Planet Series. If you had done that by the 1st of July, well, right now on the screen, you can see what its performance has been. This is real-time information that was pulled today for all of you who had met that 1/3 requirement on the 1st of July. your Planet Series Meta portfolio has already been working for you. Have a look at that number, type it in the chat function. I want to know if you're seeing the same number I'm seeing. This again is specific to those of you who've been inside, your portfolio has been loaded since that period. Now, obviously, if it loaded after that, your numbers are going to differ slightly. And the first payout, the first reward for those of you who met that requirement is on the 1st of December. Now, this will be live in your back office soon. I'm going to be talking about when that is. I'm going to share some information on that. But I want you just to pay attention. It's looking really healthy at the moment. Can markets change? Can they go up and down? Absolutely, yes. But this is what your Planet Series Meta Portfolio broker side, Meta Portfolio has been up to. Let's have a look at the Olympus Series. So the Olympus Series, if yours was fully loaded by the 1st of September, just in the chat function, type in the name of a certificate that you own from the Olympus Series. Just type it in right now. Maybe type in the highest value certificate that you own. If you had max loaded that, so put it to 100% by the 1st of September, then it has already been working for you. Take a look at the figure right now that is shared on your screen. It is only the 20th of September today, and already it's working in your favor. Now, when will the first reward be withdrawable from the Olympus Series certificates? It'll be the 1st of March. So obviously there's a delay. It started later than the Planet Series certificates. But that first quarterly payment will go live, will be live, on the 1st of February, the 1st of February. Now, again, can market conditions change? Can it go up and down? Absolutely, yes. We're not immune to markets, but it's super exciting to see that already this portfolio is looking healthy for our community. I'm not going to go across into the trade dashboard yet. That'll be for another call. But I wanted to share with you that the company has stuck to its word. It's put your load to work already. And soon, this API will be live on your back office. I'm going to share more on that just now. I don't want to waste much of Mr. Coachendau's time. He's coming onto the call next. And I've got 1 or 2 questions for us. I don't know how to get out of here. I'm stuck on here. Hold on a second. I'm stuck inside my own screen share. And close. You know you've made a mistake when you manage to close your own Zoom account. Anyway, it's great to be on here. Mr. Coachendau, thanks for carving out time. Your team has been so busy. I mean, I know that they've been working on these APIs. They've been helping connect the MetaTrade platform. You've been building out Lydian World. We would love to hear from you. You know, what are some of the things you've been doing? But before we go there, I've got a specific question based on this incentive that we're running. Lydian Lions. Why should people be pushing that 3 certificate incentive and helping people get Lydian Lions as quickly as possible? Let us know what's happening in that citizenship space inside of Lydian World, please.
All right. Hello to everybody, first of all, and good afternoon. I hope everyone is going to have an amazing weekend forward. And I hope that we together, or we are going to contribute to this feeling of an amazing future weekend. There are many reasons why this current promotion would be very good, let's say, opportunity for the Lydian World. And that's thanks to the fact that you can basically build up a citizenship portfolio using the entire, let's say, strategy around the certificates built by Mr. Zalman and the team. And thank you for for the endorsement, Mr. Dirk. We really appreciate it, and we know you really appreciate the development team. Looking into the Lydian's world marketplace, I realized that there is a small disconnection between the entire flow of the Lydian world and the side of the NFT marketplace, and I will explain why. First of all, I've seen people trading citizenships over the Lydian World Telegram group, and I've seen how fast they are going. Actually, as a matter of fact, this morning I was discussing these updates on the Lydian world with my team, and I've seen there were around 50, 60 citizenships on the marketplace. I don't know if the users canceled meanwhile, I haven't checked this, or they have been just bought forward. But to be honest, I've seen now there are like 30 something citizenships, which means that there is movement, there is value. And some of them, they might liquidate under the price, but this is also a potential own strategy adopted by some of the users. And I will explain how, because I've understood from some guys, from some users, that what happens is that they are liquidating some of their citizenships, which have been already taken the profit on, thanks to the fact that they downloaded certificate, or, for example, they got it when it was a 50% discount in the very beginnings. And right now, the amounts of Lydian staters, which they receive in the exchange for the NFT citizenship, they are using to build up the meta cities. So they are looking to buy properties and increase and diversify the entire portfolios. What I want to share now, it's my screen, and I will show you just a little bit of things. So what is the improvement here, and how we are going to connect this thing, the entire part of the citizenships, to be more bounded with the NFTs on this side, to bring more value in front of the new users, while we build up value for the existing users already. So basically here we have a list of NFTs, and it's pretty difficult for us to identify which one is it going to be a good one for us in our scenario. Because most of us, let's admit it, we might want now citizenship, which allows us to load a mining certificate, or in the second option, we would like to have a citizenship to get property. So these are the most valuable citizenships in the terms of request as we speak. That doesn't mean that the other citizenships are not valuable or less valuable. It means that they are not on demand as we speak, but you never know. And you know how many things we are developing. You never know how the other citizenships are going to always shift their position in the demand. But coming back to our current citizenships, while we look here on the list, we can identify that it's a pretty difficult to define which country belongs each citizenship to. It's hard to be seen this. So we will improve a little bit this part, but the big improvement will come basically on the homepage, and I will explain you how, and this is going to work. Choose wherever country you want in the world, pick a random one, let's say Switzerland, and right here under Become Citizen, you will be able to see directly from the marketplace if there is a citizenship for a lower cost than the price offered by the Lydian world itself, and you will be able to navigate to that specific citizenship and get it for you at a discounted price, basically. So what we are looking at here, and what we understand, is that we give, first of all, a better usability to the citizenship NFT passport into the Lydian world. We are bringing more utility for the Lydian status, and in the same time, we are connecting the new users with new opportunities. That's what I'm trying to explain here regarding this. We will have many news. We have many things which are developed. One thing to be mentioned is that the platform which has just been presented by Mr. Bruce is not built by us. This is built by the BD Swiss team, but we have our contribution with them. We are cooperating, let's say we are working together, but it's not a scratch built platform by us. It's important to recognize the work of all the developers. We all know how many years of work are behind such a platform. It's not something that you can do it over the night. You can see that it takes pretty long time to develop it as a connection, not to mention building it from scratch. We are going to come with many new things into the Lydian world and into the GS partners in the next future. Maybe it's nice to mention the lottery, which is going to be updated into the Lydian world, into the GS partners, but of course it's going to have its Lydian world connections too. And more about this, the way it's working and when is it going to be launched, will come onto our future calls. Speaking about things presented into the past and not completed, I can come back now and discuss a little bit about our future Lydian world app. What happens here into the future Lydian world app, it's very important because we'll allow everyone to connect and use everything extremely easy from its phone. What I want to do tonight, it's first of all to explain why we are not yet online with the app. We decided to go live with it after we do a second testing on the latest iOS, which has been just released by the moment we were presenting and the moment we are developing now. This is the first thing. And the second thing, which is the most important, is that okay, we said, no problem. Let's take another 1 or 2 weeks and release it directly with the trivia. So you can play trivia from the app directly and you are not obliged to connect to the desktop computer anymore. So what I want to do now is to share my screen. I'm going to try this for the first time. And I'm going to show to everybody while we are speaking a little bit of the future Lydian world app. And here we are going to have, I don't know if you're gonna, do you see the screen or you're not seeing the screen? I don't know if the screen.
It's saying live test. I started screen sharing.
Yes.
But it's still black.
Okay, one second. Okay, not even now.
No, nothing yet, Alex.
I'm going to try one more time.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I think now it's good.
We're picking up a bit of feedback from the 2 mics you're operating at the moment, Alex.
Yes.
And now we've lost you on your main microphone. We still can't hear you, Alex. Maybe activate the mobile phones one, and then when you're finished using that, deactivate it.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, what happens is that the screen share doesn't work without the microphone on, and I'm holding 2 devices. And if I have the 2 devices in my nearby area, then I'm hearing the echo. So dear Zoom, please fix this bug for us. All right. So we have a super beautiful dashboard here from where we can navigate basically to all of the information, which we have it on our account, starting with the number of the owned positions, notifications, and open positions. As you can see, we are bringing again the marketplace in front, and then I'm able directly to see my total assets inside of the Lydian world. I believe everyone can see the nice, beautiful menu on the bottom in where we can shift directly through different parts. Now we are here on the balances, and we can switch to the income balances or to my balances. You will be able to claim your rewards directly from the phone and to follow up all the activity of your account into the Lydian world. Then you have the deposit, and you will be able, just with a simple scan or a copy of the wallet, just to deposit your assets into the Lydian world, or of course to withdraw them. Now we can see that we have here on Croesus, it's right on the bottom, and it's a main icon in our app, and you will be able directly to trade, store, or why not just show to your friends your NFTs from your phone. For the trivia, we are still working on it. This is what is it going on as we are speaking. The game is still not yet connected, but the interface and everything, it's already prepared. And this is how is it going to look like. And you will still be able to see the history and interact with all the players which are playing into the desktop version. And of course, the settings where you will be able to shift in a different language. And if you want, then you are able even to do your KYC, take a picture with the phone and complete all the process more fast than just simply using only the computer. Of course, it's very important to mention that not all the functions which are in the desktop version will always be found immediately into the mobile side. But that doesn't mean that in the future is it not going to be found everything into the app. So there, I want to announce that always is it going to be most probably a delay between a release into the desktop version compared to the mobile side. That's why it's very important when we do our calls and we launch things, new things, to check it on the desktop version first. I think that are my news for now. I hope I brought a bit of more joy to everyone, and I'm happy to be here again next to everyone.
Alex, again, to you and your team and the partner team with BD Swiss, just the amount of development that your team is churning out is just incredible. So thank you always for carving out time every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks to keep us up to date of what's coming and what's ready. I don't think there's many communities that get that from their CTOs. So from all of us, thank you so much.
Thank you as well, and thank you for everything. I will keep soon a Q&A on my Instagram, alex.cochindo. I want to remind to everyone before I leave, I will never ask for any kind of funds. Do not send me any kind of assets. I'm not asking you to enter in any kind of trades with me. I'm completely disconnected of this world. I plan to stay like that. So please don't go and fall into the scammers' tricks. Just keep yourself safe. And if you still think that person can be me, you can go to the Telegram group into the Lydian world or G99 community. Click on the group and you will see there that my account is Alex the Great 2021, and it has a very nice new blue tickle, which I saw that Mr. Bruce has it as well now, that says to you that we together, these are our accounts and nobody can communicate on that exactly ID with you. What you need also to be careful, and what I'm trying to tell you, because I'm seeing it, all of you guys, of being the spread mouth of the entire community, because we know that we are more than 150,000. Even here is just lots of people, but still a very, very short amount compared to the entire community. I want you to tell them, everyone, just to be careful on this and to take care. Well, even when they read the name, for example, they might change the L with a capital I or vice versa. Just take care of these things, and please, one more time, because I received another 2 messages only this week, do not send any kind of amounts. The last, I don't even know how to call it, thing which I've heard it was that your account in the Lydian world has been blocked for I don't know which reason. And I reminded, they are hunting you guys to check whose KYC has been expired, and they ask you money to renew your account. This is totally inappropriate. We are not going to call anyone for this, especially in social media. If it's something official to be communicated to the company, it's always transparent. First, is it done through a Zoom call, and then is it executed live further? So thank you one more time for your time. Thank you for listening, and have a great weekend, everyone, forward. Thank you, Mr. Bruce. Thank you, Mr. Dirk, and hello to everyone. Good afternoon.
Thanks so much, Alex. That's absolutely great. I hope you all heard that. Make sure that you're working through the company platforms that have been put in place, not chat groups, not Telegram, not Instagram. If there's any movements of crypto, it's happening inside of your accounts. Don't move it out there. So thanks so much for that big warning, Alex, of scammers and cloners pretending to be members of corporate or members of the council and team. Right, we're going to be changing gears slightly now. We're going to be changing focus away from the technical aspect of the development and platform and products that are coming through. We're going to go across to Mr. Height in a moment. But before we do, I want to find out from you what ranks you hit in order to qualify for the MMA pool this month. Now, if you don't know what the MMA pool is, you totally missed out on getting a payday in mid-month. And we had a whole lot of people, got executives and regional directors and national directors and directors and continental executives and international executives. These numbers and numbers of professionals out in the field who were ranking up and banking up, getting a payday halfway through the month. Now, there's someone very special who went a rank, an incredibly big rank, infinity rank, halfway through the month. And that gentleman is Mr. Ty Best. He has an insane team around him of strong, focused leaders who are capturing markets, who are presenting, who are communicating, representing our community and our products. And so he wouldn't have got there without a team effort. We know that. But Mr. Ty Best, we'd love to hear from you as an ambassador, someone who hit the target halfway through the month. You know, what are you doing? What are you seeing? Why the excitement? Why the drive at this time? Over to you, Mr. Ty Best.
Great. Thank you very much, Bruce. And can you guys see my video? Okay. I think it's
we could, but now it's been turned off. Oh, perfect. It's back on, but it's a bit strange at the moment. Your background is kind of getting in front of you, so we can't see your face at the moment.
Now I can't figure out why I got a blurred background back there all of a sudden. I'm gonna see, can I remove that?
Are you potentially sitting in front of a mirror? Is there a mirror behind you, Dr. Ty?
Yeah, there is a mirror behind me, way above my head, but that wasn't there a minute ago. So now I got to figure out what's messing with that screen. I tested before we got started just to make sure that it wasn't an issue. And give me 1 second here. I'm gonna try to see, can I clean that up? That background, that's a Zoom. That's a gallery picture from my Zoom back there.
Yeah, if you can turn your background off altogether, it would be good.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Click the drop up for start video and choose my virtual background and select none.
Okay, I missed that completely, Mr.
All
Gallo.
right, so click your little click up button under start video. Click the little pop up button, then click on choose virtual background and then select.
Oh, okay,
none.
got it.
There you
Got
go. And just so y'all will know, this is my personal mentor, and he knows nothing about what he's doing in the business. He literally doesn't understand the business at all. He doesn't understand the technology. He doesn't understand crypto. He doesn't understand blockchain. He doesn't understand. Look, let me preempt this for a moment, just to make up this little moment. He doesn't understand almost anything about this new technology. This is the guy you need to listen to. I gave him a call right before this meeting, Bruce, and I said, man, I just need to tell you thank you. And he said, Mike, don't tell me thank you because I tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. I said, no, I get that. He said, I'm not really that good. I can't take the credit. I said, yeah, you can. Here's the deal. And there's a little scripture here. I don't want to try to. There's a little scripture. There was a guy who was the best ever at performing miracles. And yet, when he went in his own country, he couldn't perform many. It's just a few. Why is it? Because the people didn't receive it. He is that good. This guy hit ambassador in 14 days. That's $1 million in volume in 14 days. Oh yeah, he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. You might outrank him. You might out-earn him from time to time, but you will not outlove him. This man loves this industry. He was born to do this. Over to you, Dr. Tybett.
Well, thank you. And thank you for helping me clear that background up. Bruce, thank you, number one, for inviting me on this call. I wrote down notes to keep me on track because I know we only got so much time, and I can't wait to hear from, of course, Mr. Joseph Height. So the first thing I want to say, number one, I want to say thank you, Mr. Joseph Height. I can't help it. Every time I get on this call, I got to say thank you to him first. As chairman, his vision, his dedication, his commitment, his example he set for all of us. Thank you, Mr. Alexander Cochindo. Man, I can't understand how your mind works, and I don't even try. Okay, so number one, and Bruce, you're doing an incredible job.
Good afternoon, Mr. Best, and thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you. And look, I got to say this to Derek Zolman. See, I met Derek a few years ago, and Derek said something to me. You got to understand, I've been around 30-some years. So for a guy to say, we ain't talking about no $1 million of business and income, $1 million of volume. We talking, we're going to have people in this program making $1 million a year cash income. He said, if not $1 million a week. I said, this guy, Derek Zolman, he tripping, man. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. Derek Zolman, I bow down to you, my brother. Because I mean, you said what you were going to do. You said what we were going to do. Okay. And I'm here to tell you, Jack, you've done it. Okay. I don't know where the money's coming from. Somebody said, man, how did they pay out all that money? I said, man, I never asked how the sausage is made. I just go get the sausage. I'm not a sausage eater, but I just go get it. I said, you guys asked the wrong question. The question is go get this thing. So thank you very much. Thank you for the entire team. And when I say the entire team, I don't just mean wealth builders, because this is an entire team effort. Thank you, Nisa Nakos. Thank you, Martin Tebow. Thank you, Andrew Eaton. Thank you, Di Guevara. Thank everybody. I mean, this is a total team effort. And this compensation plan that the council and along with Mr. Joseph had put together is designed to reward everybody. So this is the only program I've been in 38 years where you literally have a vested interest in seeing everyone succeed. That goes without saying. Now I got 3 points I'm going to make and I'm going done. Number one, we're not on trial. This is why I talk to folks all the time. When they start asking me questions, want me to defend the company or defend you, I said, stop. We are not on trial. Okay, your dream might be, but not us. We're 22 months old. We got 22 months on our belt, over $100 million of business on our belt, paying commissions every single second, every single day for the last 22 months without fail. We're not on trial. I'm not going to sit here and defend, and I'm not going to be your research department. Because people call me from time to time and say, well, what about, who are these? You got research you want? Go find somebody else, go research stuff. I'm not your research department, and that's my posture. I said, that's my posture. I said, okay, we're not on trial. Number two, we just partnered with one of the third fastest growing brokerage firms in the world in BD Swiss. They're not on trial. 12-year track record, 2.7 to 3 million customers. We're not on trial. So that part, let's get past that. Great, you through? Okay, great. There's only 2 reasons why people not get involved with us here in GS Pods. Number one, they don't understand it. Number two, they don't believe it. So here's number one. They said, what do? I said, we enroll for free. We got $33 a month overhead. And what do? We get paid to save, watch this, to save our expiring dollars and get millionaire rates of return. Okay, I don't understand it. Well, let me explain it to you again. We enroll for free. We got a $33 a month overhead, and we get paid to save our own money and get millionaire rates of return, and we get paid to help other people do steps 1 and 2. Well, I understand. Let me explain it to you again. And I would do that until they get it. I said, do you get it now? They said, yes, I do. I said, great. Now, you may not believe it. That's another thing. Now we got to plug into a system that will build your belief, because faith comes by what? Hearing. You don't get faith just by being in osmosis and hanging out. You got to plug in. You got to listen to people like Andrew. You got to listen to people like Bruce. You got to plug into what we're doing. You got to plug into this corporate call to get that faith, to build your faith, feed your faith, starve your doubt. Okay. And then number 3, now this is the one right here. This is the big one. I believe this is the big one that changed everything the last 3-4 weeks. Just not just the metaverse certificates coming out. That's a game changer all the way. For Derek Zolman, that's a complete game changer. It changed everything. It simplified everything. I can't explain the leader in the world to you if I tried. Okay, I really can't. I'm a citizen in about 200 countries, but I can't explain it to you at all. Okay, but I can explain metaverse certificates to you. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Number 3, up your expectations. See, so many of us, we set our goals based on what we did last month or 6 months ago. You have people right now in GS Partners who stopped doing GS Partners a year ago because the G99 didn't explode like they thought it was in 90 days. Okay, I make this statement to the team all the time. You got to give yourself time to succeed. Even Bitcoin itself didn't explode for 8-9 years. Man, relax. Don't get caught up in some temporary situation, and don't set your goals based on what you've done in the past. So number 1, you got to up your expectations. You got to forget your past. You got to set new goals. Okay, number 2 about that set new goals is you got to set some outrageous goals. We got 10 days left in this month. You can't sit there and say, well, it took me 20 days to go to rector. I'm hoping I can get the regional in the next. No, think executive. All the time, every damn morning you wake up, you need to be thinking executive. If you're already executive, you need to be thinking crown. You need to be thinking ambassador. You need to be thinking an outrageous. We say, why? Because then you give God a chance to work in your life. If you got a goal that you can see and you can mathematically put together and say, I know exactly how I'm going to get that. I'm going to get 25 over here and 15 over here. That goal does not require a miracle. Okay? I had no idea I was going to hit ambassador by the 15th. In fact, that wasn't the goal. The goal was, I'm almost finished. If I swear I'm almost finished. The goal was to go international executive because I could see that. But then I had a little conversation with a lady named Renee Gant, who fired me up, like mused me that Sunday morning and said, wait a minute. Because she told me her goal. I said, your goal is too small. But then I applied it to my own self. Your goal is too small, Tyrone. And then I went to work. I said, and here's the statement, folks, it's going permeating through our whole team. Work like it all depends on you and pray like it all depends on God. And if you're not spiritual, don't worry about it. I'm not even talking to you. Work like it all depends on you and pray like it all depends on God. Set a goal where you have no earthly way of understanding how it's going to happen. And let the miracle, okay, achieve the goal. And then the last story, give me one more minute, I'm going to tell this last story. And this story is from Mr. Joseph Haidt himself. Because Mr. Joseph Haidt, I've been around this for 38 years. I've been full-time for 27 years. Okay, my wife retired in 1987 at 32 years old. I retired in 1995. My 2 sons, one 37, one 22, have never had a job, never even applied for anybody's job in their entire life. I've made a little bit of money in this industry for the last 27 years. But about 1979, I was sitting in the class. I call this the Buell Ford story. I tell everywhere I go, because I'm trying to paint a picture, but I'm going to give you the short version. I'm going to give you the 30-second version. Buell Ford III was Henry Ford's grandnephew. We sit in a training class together. I used to work for B. Ford Motor Company as a junior executive for B. Ford Motor Company. We sit beside him in class. And after we went through getting to know each other, but one day I asked him, I said, Buell, seriously, how much money do you have? I didn't say it like that. I said like we're talking to ghetto. How much money you got? And he said to me, he said, well, I got, $35, $40 million. I said, how do you not know how much money you have? He said, well, Tyrone, when you got that kind of money, your money's tied up in real estate, it's tied up in stocks, it's tied up in bonds. And one day you wake up, you worth 42 million, next day you worth 38 million. He said, but you don't feel it. You don't feel it. You're just going through life and you're living off of assets and you don't feel it. That was 1979. Now I'm telling you, I made some money in this industry. But it wasn't until I met Joseph Haidt. It wasn't until 22 months ago we launched this company when somebody could look at me and said, Mr. Best, how much money you got? I go, I don't know. I said, I don't know. I mean, I call Mike Johnson, numerous men on our team. We might have a clue, but by the time we're trying to finish counting and figuring it all up, it's already changed. Because Joseph Height, now that's in the coaching, got so many assets coming up from so many different angles, we can't count the money. Now, for those who are just getting started, I hope you understand that story, because I'm not exaggerating, not one penny. Not one penny. I have no real genuine clue because the assets just keep coming. Okay. I mean, I go back in the back office, there are things back there. I have to call Brother Eric Terrell, Mike Delco. And so, Mike Delco, what's this for? Where this come from? Where this money come from? What's this money for? Because you know why? I make the main thing the main thing. And the main thing is the people. Dream big, go share this thing with everybody 98.6 and breathing anywhere on this planet. And don't let anything stop you from dreaming. Don't let anybody steal your dream. Look, all you need is a smartphone and a dream. Dream big, don't let anyone steal your dream. Oh. I'm out.
Dr. Tarbest, you just hit us with so many nuggets there. It's almost not fair for the people who were taking notes. They definitely missed some stuff. So I want to ask if everybody who's on this call or watching this as a recording, stop, go back, listen again, because there was gold and gold and gold inside of what Mr. Tarbest just shared. This is the man who went ambassador, did $1 million in volume in 15 days. I think we've got something to learn from him. So Dr. Tarbest, as always, thank you so much for dropping those truth bombs, for road mapping a vision and maybe stretching us. I don't think everybody on this call is as stretched as we should be. You put the challenge out there, let's go do it. And I think you've got some people who are charging after you, Dr. Vest. I really do. There's some people who are looking and going, if you can do it, I want to get in that slipstream. So thank you.
Hey, Bruce, can I say this to you? You know, we got 10 days left in the month. The goal is crown ambassador. And I had no earth for way knowing how I'm gonna get that done in 10 days. We're talking about creating like $4 million of volume in 10 days. I'm putting it out there. So when it's egg on my face, but don't get it done, they go, well, you didn't get that done. But getting it done is the miracle. That's what I'm putting out there.
I want to tease up one little thing for my mentor right quick, Dr. Best. I want to tease something up for you real quick, because I'm in a chat room, and just hold on to your chair real tight until Mr. Height talks, and you might raise the score. You might raise the score, big brother. So hold on to your seat real tight, everybody. Back to you, Bruce.
It's probably one of the hardest things is to be sitting on the council as a team who gets to consult and advise and help steer the ship, because you have to sit on some information longer than others. And it's hard. I know that because Mr. Height is busy. If there's one thing that you can take out of what Dr. Tarbest just said, assets make money. And Mr. Height has spent the better part of the last 3 decades creating and accumulating assets. He has that wonderful, remarkable problem of not knowing how wealthy he is down to the $1 million because of the amount of assets in place. And he's bringing that knowledge, that infrastructure inside of our ecosystem. So I know that we're 7 minutes over the hour. I know that we've been able to always stay to that 60, 65-minute mark, but there's been a lot to share because there's a lot happening. So Mr. Height, we're so excited to hand over to you. We know you've been busy. We get super excited when you're busy because it flows downstream, right? We get to receive from that. So Mr. Height, as always, as chairman of the board, what can we look forward to? What have you been up to? And what can the community take from this call, from you and the vision that you've created for us?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, all the team. Today from Germany, I am at this moment in Germany. Next week, I will go to Dubai to our, let's tell, main information center. We had a lot to do and we have a lot to announce. And as you already can see, and I think, or I hope that you get the message, yes, about what Bruce had shared. I saw this and I see this portfolio dailies, how they are performing, yes. And before I begin my main speech and the vision, which I will share with you, I would like to ask you if you got this message, if you understood it, that the moon certificates or planet ones loaded till 1st July, they already performed 24.2%, ladies and gentlemen. So your entire asset, included the match, is performing 24.2%. And the first withdrawal will be available at 1st of December on our, or let's tell, on the local event in South Africa, we will make it live. The Olympus certificates, which begin it later, they perform as well with 4.8, included the bonus, 4.8%, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to see that you understand, and if you are excited about this, and if you remember my message, accumulate assets, accumulate, is the time of accumulation, yes? And as you can see, some of these assets, they are maybe performing earlier, some of them later, but all of these assets, they will perform earlier or later, ladies and gentlemen. And I will explain you how and why it's important to be in such calls, to understand how any puzzle is coming together, ladies and gentlemen. And as I already told, long-term business, this company is not created to be 3 months on the market or 6 months. This company, as you know me and many people are already with me 2 and more years, yes? So you can type in chat how long you are joining with GS Partners and how long time you already know me. And so I am staying here. I will follow you to the goal, and this goal is number 1. And I can already announce proud, ladies and gentlemen, that in our conglomerate, we have one company as well from network marketing business, from multi-level marketing business. We signed the last deal today, and this company have 5 million members. 5 million members with turnover over 2.8 billion. In our next call, we will publish which one is this company, but I'm pretty sure, because it's a very old company on the market, that maybe you already participate with this company, maybe you still participate with this company, yes, parallel. So it's absolutely not a problem. They wanted to acquire us, and then imagine David by Goliath. Yes, they're with us. They're with us, and like this is coming many things together. Absolutely. I see the message, let them all buy G999. I will come with a roadmap about G999, about our mainnet, and many other things which are coming in conglomerate. But first I will begin with GS Lifestyle. I worked for you better deal. All GS Lifestyle cards are working, and it's even cheaper. It's cheaper in fees, and it's cheaper in membership fees. The new GS Lifestyle Pro, I will speak more about it in our next call on the 1st or 2nd of October, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get as well one e-money institution and one bank in our conglomerate. This e-money institution and this bank, they will be issuer of G-Euro, G-Hour, and many other things, which as well be consolidate under the smart contract blockchain, which will start later in the next half of the next year, ladies and gentlemen. But the e-money institution and the bank, we will start from 1st October, and I think it will go live with our local event in London, if I am right, on 29 October. And I will come as well in London. So you will, for sure, you will join me there. Yes. And the location, we will update the location in the next days, so everybody will know about the location and where we will be. Also, what I saw that is not mentioned, next year, we will go begin or middle of February, we will make our event, or let's say local event in Sweden. I saw many communities from Sweden. I hope you are happy. Yes. And as well in Kazakhstan 1 month later. And we will end our tour in Australia, which is as well not mentioned, where we have many members. As well, I saw some members here with us tonight. And the last event will be then the biggest corporate event, where we will bring all conglomerate and members of the board together, and where I think that we will have all fully implemented, and as well our mainnet G999 will start to perform with smart contracts, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you get the message, how important is every puzzle and how every puzzle is coming together. Something is coming before, if we see that market is accepting some kind of products before, okay, of course we will run this product. And some of them is coming later. And like this, we are creating utility, bringing everything to up. You remember before maybe 6 months or 8 months, I told that this year G999 will take a deepest point, the lowest point, which is not that you have lesser assets, the same quantity you have. And when this begin to work, and it will begin to work, as we already mentioned, our tech partner BD Swiss have 2.7 million customers or 3 million customers with big volume daily. And this we will bring everything, or we will implement all this into our metaverse, because it's a unique product at this moment, which they created dedicated for us. Is going through our metaverse and is exclusive. Nobody have this product and nobody will have, because I will not make partnership if these products will be also in other metaverses, ladies and gentlemen. And then on top of this, the company which we acquire, the bank which is as well in our conglomerate, every one of these companies will use our smart contracts. So they will need our gas. They will need your gas. And this is G999, all traders around the world. And we are expecting to go live with these portfolios, which you saw before, at 29 October in London, ladies and gentlemen. 29 October in London, we are expecting to go live, that people which who like to trade, we will have many traders side from BD Swiss, top traders, which will dedicate you for tradings, will be nice incentives, and so on, who like to trade. Who don't like to trade, he can sit with his portfolio, which is already performing, ladies and gentlemen. And as well, you will see this in your back office. And at this moment, this is at this moment the most important product. And all other products are coming like a puzzle together. And this we are creating from a backstage, yes, just stating to you what is coming. And we have a bright future, because we can expect all of these 2.7 million traders which are now at BD Swiss to come to us and to make daily trading. And then you can imagine what this volume is making out from G Euro, out from G999 blockchain, and out from Lydian Stater, which will be G Euro, Lydian Stater, G Hour, and many other things which we are preparing. And I don't want to confuse you now with these products. What it will happen out of G999 blockchain, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to confuse you now because now is not on menu. It will come later. The same like came certificates, yes, like this, it will come as well other products. And we are on time where we bring everything together and where we bring as well Goliath to us. And we are already Goliath and not David, because we have 5 million new members. Maybe some of these members, they will like to go with supplements. They like to go forward what they have, and maybe other, they will use some digital products, but all of them, be sure, they will use our smart contract in any kind of operation, or G Euro, or GUSD, or G Swiss franc, and so on, or whatever we have in our system. And with this huge community and partnerships which we are bringing, and not just partnerships, we are acquiring them, implementing them in our ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. You can imagine where we are driving, or where I am driving this company, of course, with your help, with help of our council member, with help of our developers, and all our network marketers, our engine, which we need as well, or to who I bring today big applause because you make a great job. We have super numbers, yes? Just go on and always stay on track, have a will, and then you will reach the same as Mr. Taibes reached, or all other members. You need just to have will and not be confused by some third part. Don't let nobody take your luck. Nobody. Just make by yourself and you will succeed it if you have will. Everybody can be on the place. I didn't was born with money, ladies and gentlemen. I came from normal family, which could offer me to make a school. And very early, I finished with the school because I wanted to make business, I wanted to make money. And here we are. And we already have, as I told you, and as Mr. Dirk Salman mentioned, thank you very much, Mr. Dirk Salman, bring this deal, bring this Goliath to us, to push us like Acapulco, yes, to the moon and more far than the moon, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. We have already multi-billion company. From where you will profit? From where you will profit, because the people will come also to you and tell, okay, we're here about this, how we can participate, and so on, ladies and gentlemen. And now you see, just 4 months later, Lydian world, it's raining from money. It's raining. How much was payouts on 15, respectively 16, just in Lydian world? We make these citizens, we make these NFTs valuable, ladies and gentlemen. And now we are bringing the next action till we're not go live. 10 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. From now on, 6 weeks, we will go live with trading, and you will see daily what your brokerage is performing. You can withdraw it when is the date, and your certificate is performing on top. Is performing on top weekly. You can withdraw money, you can spend, you can make what even you like. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you get it, my message, yes, and you will get much more. Invite everybody to this great era. I will speak more in our next call on 1st or 2nd October. We will state the date exactly in the next days. about the bank, about the conglomerate, about GS Lifestyle Pro, which can be issued in more than 160 countries, ladies and gentlemen. And any member which already have GS Lifestyle card, he will be able to update the card and become a new card on top of this for free, just if he's a member. And of course, I hope everybody who have a card already that is our member, yes. And these cards, as I already told, they will use G-Euro for activation, which is going automatically to capitalize more our blockchain. So, and as well as I told, 29 October, we are going live, and you will see daily in Explorer of G999 how it's function, and every day it's coming, every single day, every single second, our blockchain is performing, yes, and going to have more capitalization, and as well less inflation, in sense that the coins will be burned if somebody is going out from our ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you that I will lead you till we not became number one. I was thinking that we will become number one in the next 5 years, but I can tell you now, proud with these acquisitions, what we'll overtake today. Yes, and in the last week with the bank, I'm pretty sure that we will succeed to become or to come in this place in the next 2.5 years. Thank you very much. I see you all and hope to see more of you at 1st or 2nd October. Thank you.
Mr. Haidt, I wanted to remind you of something. Did you clarify the incentive for the frontline who get certificates? Were you sharing that today?
Absolutely. I can share you that if your frontline purchase 3 certificate, the sponsor will get a match of the highest one. Example, if you buy certificate 3, if you buy 3 certificate and the last one is $2,500, the sponsor will get match of $2,500 certificate, and your frontline will get whole amount of $2,500 in Lydian Lions to be able to purchase citizenship. It's not need to be new member, it can be your current frontline. You need just to buy three new certificates, and you will get a higher match of the highest match of that certificate, and your frontline will get the match of the higher one in value in Lydian Lions.
Mr. Haidt, I'm sorry, just for clarity. I sponsored Bruce. Bruce himself gets 3 certificates. He gets 2 Hermes and a Zeus.
Yes.
I get a matching Zeus.
Yes, you will get 1 Zeus.
Michael's going out the window.
Where are you, Michael? I don't see you.
He jumped out the window.
Lost him. We've lost him.
Yes. So the sponsor will get 1 Zeus, and the frontline, let's call him Bruce. Yes, Bruce will get then the value of Zeus in Lydian Lions.
That's insane. Look at the chat room. That's literally insane. That's insane.
Thank you very much.
Crazy.
I am very happy to see this, and very happy to see this excitement, and you should be, and you should share with others how much or how big is this. Maybe many of you don't see the picture, but I see the picture, and I will try to share this picture with you. Of course, structured step by step, but what you already see and what are already our customers sees, that is raining of money in Lydian Vault and in GS Partners, ladies and gentlemen.
When does that incentive start?
This is just a begin. This is
when
just
does that start?
We're just started.
It started today, Mr. Delco. You've got till the end of this month, 23:59 CET on the 30th to make that work for you. Mr. Height, thank you so much for taking us through some huge announcements. I just want to share an analogy with the community. So often we look to rocket ships and space as our picture of we're going somewhere. But I want us to go back in history to one of the greatest inventions ever, the wheel. And I want us to remember that the wheel is as strong as the number of spokes that strengthen the outer rim. Now, what you will notice about Mr. Height's vision is that he is constantly adding spokes into this ecosystem in order to strengthen the wheel. Now, the more spokes you add, the stronger that wheel is, the further, the faster it's going to go. And so for those of you who've maybe been frustrated because it's only had 3 or 4 spokes in, understand Mr. Height has brought 10, 11, 12. The acceleration and the distance that he's creating for this community, that Dirk Zellman is creating, that Alex Coachendow is creating, that the council team, the ambassadors, the executive, the leaders are creating, is going to benefit this entire community. And our community is about to explode. So for those of you who've been on this call and maybe you arrived late and you've cheekily said, hey, can you just summarize it? Yes, I can, on something called a weekly newsletter. If you've not plugged into a Telegram channel that's called GS Digital Partners, it's a one-way communique that has a newsletter on. We send out brief announcements. Plug into that. You'll get your summary. But if you want the meat, if you really want to understand the heart of the community, the vision of the chairman and the corporate and the council and the leaders, then you need to watch this call again. Carve out 90 minutes. It's so worth it because there's certain things you might have missed. There's a baby crying in the background, or you went to make a cup of coffee, or the neighbor's dog started barking, or I don't know, a moth flew past and you're a little bit distracted. Come back to this call. Watch it again. Because too many nuggets were dropped tonight. We'll be posting more of this information. Watch the news channel. If you want to go and take advantage of the incentive, get onto a call right now with your upline council leaders, with your upline executives and directors. Formulate a strategy over the next 10 days. We will be posting more information, more detail, more clarity. Don't panic. We'll see you all soon. Go hit your goals, set them as big as you can, as Dr. Ty Best has said, and thank you to every person, over 1,000 people who are watching this live on Zoom, couple hundred on Facebook, more watching the recording. Well done, and thank you for giving us your time. As always, to every person who's made this possible, to Ms. Priska King, to the technical team in the background, to the banners being created, to the announcements and the flows, thank you as always for supporting this global community. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you all soon. Cheers.